Between the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Buying time to his left. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Adrian Claiborne. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman, 30 yards, and the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate Picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On second down, it's Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now Dobbs, flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. On the counter, here's Bell. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Jordan Reed has it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Dobbs. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
And the back goes into motion. To throw is Dobbs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 18. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2nd down following the run. Here's Dobbs to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And getting our first update now from Nashville, and an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. Now the ball comes loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, 55 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Back to throw Dobbs, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward able to get in and bury him well behind the line for a loss of 17. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Sanu. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Now receiver in motion left. They'll look to run with Freeman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Eric Saubert from 4 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. A screen to Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Let's go!
Dobbs is throwing. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He gets this one away, and, boy, it's another boomer. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. In motion is Austin Hooper. On second down, Freeman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly, and the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw here, Roethlisberger. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left, and he fires one incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time, and it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
All right, now. Like left. Jack 16.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Jacob Shum now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. Shifts by him. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. On second down, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. Third down here. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. Right? They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Third and long. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 83 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds the tight end, Reed. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a third down. Now Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 54, Sam. Got 3 down. Ready. Watch out. 51's the light. Ready. Check 50. Check 50.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Here's Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Sanu, the man in motion left. On first down, Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Sanu, the man in motion left. Again, Ryan. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now they send a man in motion right. Throwing again, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel from 4 yards out. And the Falcons add on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Roethlisberger, he's going deep for Brown. He's got him in, complete. 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 75 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Final minute now of the third quarter. on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot. At the 44. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hey, gun. Hey, right out.
Gabriel, the man in motion.
Stay at home. 20. 59, ready.
Now Ryan on first down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Go. Easy, shoot.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. It's good, and it's now 35-14. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here now come the Falcons. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scored? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
20.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. They toss to Freeman. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right at the 20. A gain of 3, second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now Ryan on second down. Dancing to his left. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Falcons on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Ryan. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A 20th carry now for Freeman. They find some open field here. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. On the ground with a tight end. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And a solid run down inside the 30. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4.